Okay, Whitecross, Love on the Line. This is part 3. We've been cramming the solos, dude. We were leaving off on that legato stuff where it had all the hammer pulls. That's where part 2 had left off. And this is the outro solo. Okay, the next thing is 6, 7, 9. Oh no, we did this too, which was... my bad. 9, 7, 6 on the D. This is where we needed to pick it up from. 9A, 5A, slide to 7, vibrato. Alright, this part you're gonna like, kind of a Randy Rhoads style thing. Go. Pick, hammer, hammer for each string. 12, 14, 16, starting on the E. Same thing on the A. Same thing on the D. 13, 14, 16 on the G. 14, 15, 17 on the B. 14, 16, 17 on the E. And then 17, 17, bend it a step and a half. Oops. Yeah, and then 17, 19, 17, E, B, E. Vibrato. Then we got 14, 17, 14, pick, hammer, pull on the E. 16, 14, pull off E. 17, 14, B, E. So that is... dang it. See how I'm subgrouping that, Jason? That's really the key to these. Can't emphasize that enough. I didn't count the notes, dude. There's hundreds in this solo. 17, 14, pull off B. 17, G. And then a bunch of hammer pulls on 14, 17 on the B. 17, 14, G, B. 17, 16, 14, double pull on the G. So that'd be... 16 D, 14 G, 16, 14 on the G, bend, release, pull. Finally, we're getting to page 7. Oh yeah, this is really cool coming up. End it with 16, 14 D, G, vibrato. And then these sweeps. That's the first one. It's like a... I'll show you as we go. 4, D, 2, 2, 2, G, B, E. You want to kind of shift your knuckle as you go so it doesn't sound like this. We want it to. If you ever learn like the little sweep thing in Fade to Black from Metallica, it's kind of a good concept to get used to where it goes. You know, lift kind of as you go or shift the pressure. Like a rake, you know. And then up the 5E. Then we go 6, 7, G, B. Follow this fingering. It's actually a D minor shape. 6, 7, and then 5E, 9E. Right? Next one is 11, 10, 9, 14. F sharp minor arpeggio. Think of a chord if you have to, but separate it. 11, 10, 9, last 3 strings, down, 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 and then up 14E. Okay, that's our third chunk. The next one is 14, 14, 14, 17. So just shift the finger up the 17E. Oops. Oops. have to, you know, take them between two sweeps, you know. Alright, and then the last one, 18, 19, this is like the D minor shape again. 18, 19, 17, 21. Wait, wrong, my bad. Half step, bend, release, and then we're gonna pick the 17E, 21B, 17, 19E, vibrato. (17E), 21 to 19 pull off B, pick the 17B vibrato. So it's 14E, 17B, whole step bend. 14E, so that's a unison, right? This is as the song's fading out. And then 17 pull 14B with the 17G. So we have and then 14, 17B, and then 14, 17, 14 pick, hammer, pull. So 17G, 14B. So all that would be 17, 16, 14G. (16D), 14G, 16G whole step bend, 14B and E, 17E pull off to 14, 16 pull off to 14, 17B pull off to 14. So that's and then 16G whole step bend, 14B E B, and kind of shift that like we were doing in the sweeps. 17B twice, bend, vibrato. But I figured it's another 8 notes after all that, right? Dude, probably one of the longest solo ones I did, man. I did a Eric Gale CVT lesson. Probably it's probably a little longer than this. You've got to really, it's hard to cram it all in, but you know, we got 3 videos here for you, but you've got to subgroup it. Use the rest marks that are in the tabs, and if you have to, man, a subgroup can be 2 things. It could be 2 notes on the same string or different strings. The idea is you got to go over and over them if they're hard. If they're simple things like a 14, 16 on the G, then just do it, no biggie, you know. But stuff that's giving you a little more trouble, you got to condense it. I was working with a student today, one of my Skype students, on the same thing. It was a Guns N' Roses solo, and we had to just, he had the bulk of it kind of down, but the timing and, you know, and I explained to him, you got a bunch of notes. It's like me talking right now. If I don't pause it, I keep talking and there's no rest, and I just keep saying, hey, what's up, Jason? Yeah, we got a bunch of notes here. We're going to bend right out of breath already. But it's not going to make sense. So it's where you let it breathe. By subgrouping and condensing these riffs and going over them, you'll get used to the feel that's required to get them to sound and feel right, if you follow what I'm saying. It's a tough one, dude. This is probably the toughest one that I've done for you. But like any guitar player, man, Rex has kind of his choice riffs that he uses. He's, you know, he does a lot of that. You know, so you'll see the repetitions. When you want to be aware of that, look for those in the CVT lesson parts that you went, wait a minute, he did this here. And then boom, wait, he did this here. We all do it, man. We're going to have our go-to bag of tricks. And you'll find them within this. There's so much solo. You know, not every single riff is going to be, you know, not repeated or sounding like another one. So anyways, dude, thanks, man. If you have questions, hit me up. See you.